US indices crashed hard yesterday, specifically after the tariffs announcement. Tech 100 bleed almost 6%, more than 6%, while S&P close to 5%. Dow Jones was not far behind. It has shown a very big drop all the way now towards 40,000. 400 levels, 40,200 levels, while FTSE 100 and Germany 40 were not left far behind. So, what to expect today from these five major indices? Is the bloodbath going to continue today as well? Are we looking forward to a greater correction today? What is going to be our strategy in order to profit trading the S&P, Nasdaq, Dow, Germany 40 and FTSE 100? We're gonna see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day. The next update will be released before the US session. Do not miss to watch it. Subscribe, press the bell icon, do like, share and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Now S&P on the early chart, see it is trading below the critical zone at 5400 and now have already moved towards close to 5350. 5350 is another support which it needs to break, because below that 5320 and 5300 will arrive very soon. Now 5400 is one milestone which it needs to break in order to turn bullish here. See, the moving averages are trading with sharp divergence, sharply bearish here. Stochastic at bottom, the MACD is all road at bottom here. It has seen a good drop and now trying to converge. It is not yet crossed over. We have to wait for a crossover. RSI coming to oversold levels. Coming to 2 hour, the observation on the 2 hour charts is same. See, after the drop, bit of retracement and it is again looking downwards. So once it trades below 5350, you can take a selling entry, expect 5338 and then 5320 levels as the next targets. Below this 5300 should arrive. See, moving averages are definitely looking downwards, staying bearish. Also notice the indicators have come towards an oversold zone, but this is a time when more sellers pitch in when you see something getting oversold, and that is what is happening. If you see the 4 hour 3 hour charts here, lower highs, lower lows are there. We have to wait for it to stay either below 5350 or to trade above 5400 levels. As long as this zone is not taken, you have to be careful with the sells and the buys. Yes, things are definitely staying oversold here. Coming to 4 hour chart, on the 4 hour chart, similar observation here. See, it has created a step, it is looking downwards. In fact, you can take a buy if you see it is staying above 5380, but then wait for it to stay above 5400. So 5380 you can initiate a buy, but be cautious till 5400 levels. As long as 5400 is not taken, it is not to be called for a reverse. The stochastic here is oversold, the MACD looking downwards, staying bearish. Coming to daily chart, and on the daily charts likewise, it is see, it is very important to note that it is staying outside Bollinger Bands and consistently pressurizing bands to expand. Notice this. See, yesterday in fact half the move was within bands and then it has come out of this. Today it is completely outside Bollinger Bands and hence we have to exercise extra caution, specifically on the downside. 53, but yes, right now it is looking downwards, staying bearish, and it is getting into an oversold territory, and thus below 5350 you can expect it to move all the way towards 5338, 5320 and 5300. Below that a greater correction should follow, while on the upside the buying entries in S&P is only above 5380 levels, and wait for it to stay above 5400. Any move below beyond 5400 is a good sign for a recovery. Yes, is a very good sign for a recovery. We can expect a movement all the way towards 5450 and then 5500, chances for which appears to be less. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Nasdaq 100. If you look at Tech 100, see, you can see a moderate downside move here, and see the 20 period giving it a greater resistance. 18600 on the upside is a greater resistance for it to break beyond. And look at the formation here on the early chart. See, 18480 500 zone. So see, it was a flat base, it has breached this base and it is looking downwards, which is continuation of the downside move. So if you see it is staying below 18340 itself, take a sell for 18300, 18200, 20 and then 18,000 levels. Anything and everything is possible. These are uncertain times and it is going to deliver uncertain moves here. Be mindful of this. On the upside now, 18480 500, 18540 550 and 18600, these are the three key levels it needs to break in order to confirm a reversal. Very difficult so far it appears, but yes, these are markets. One announcement, one major or any news can definitely bring volatility here. The moving average is the MACD also trading with divergence. It is almost sitting at the bottom. Coming to the 2 hour chart, similar observation here. See, continuing with the slide here, it has formed a very good base here. Notice the base it is created here at around 18480 500 zone, and breaking below this you can expect a greater correction. See, already we have seen this happening. Now if it trades below 18340 and 300 zone, you can expect another round of good drop. Things are definitely oversold, but yes, I am not focusing on the indicators as of now, because these indicators are lagging and this hardly matters. If you ignore the indicators, you can clearly see a down move, and thus wait for it to stay below 18,340 300 zone. Also see series of bearish candles here, lower highs, lower lows. Very very important for US100 to trade above 18,480 500. That is the only level below beyond which you can confirm a reversal. Definitely staying oversold. I'm not talking much on the indicators part here. And look at the 4-hour chart. See, if you consider similar size of candle, you can expect another 200 points. See, 18,700 to 500, 18,500 to 18,300. So 300 has to be there very soon. And right now staying bearish. Coming to daily chart, on the daily charts, notice see, diminishing bearishness, though we have seen a greater candle, but half of the move was incorporated in the day before candle, because see, the announcement was after market hours, and you can see diminishing bearishness. So today I will wait if it trades below 18,300 to 80 zone, and then specifically below 18,200. Also notice this is at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, and the move is completely outside bands here, so it has to now break. If it breaks below 18,300 200, this is going to be the most critical zone for the day, else a bounce back cannot be denied. As long as 18,200 is respected, it can bounce back, but below 18,200 we are looking at 18,000 levels. Be mindful of this. Yes, it is going to deliver another round of correction. So considering this, now I'll recommend you to buy. If you see it is staying above 18,420, expect 18,480 500. And if it trades above 18,480 500, that's a clear sign of more bulls here out here. You can expect 18,600, the next milestone. See, 18,550 the next, 540 550 the next milestone, 18,600 the second, and then 18,710 will appear. Beyond that, it is a reversal. You can expect 18,800 19,000, chances of which appears to be less, but not completely, cannot eliminate completely. On the downside, sell at 18,340, but then expect 18,300 280 as the first target zone, 18,240 as the second, and 18,200 as the third. Till 18,200 it has got immense great support here, and below 18,200 it is not going to come back. You can look forward to a correction all the way towards 18,000 possibly. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones. And before we move to Dow Jones, if you want to learn this art of trading, join my mentorship batch. The next batch starts on 5th of May. Do not miss to register for it. Reach out to me for your queries and join the Signal channel if you just want to trade as per the signals. Connect with me, write an email, ping me or telegram for your queries. And if you're just looking forward to a broker, if you're looking forward to a broker which offers you a free account with lowest spreads and no hidden charges, easier transactions and easier withdrawals from across the globe, you can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. Now look at US30 the drop, look at the move here, then this, then this. Now this is again looking downwards below 4,200. We are looking forward to 40,000 levels possibly. Yes, 40,000 is possible if it stays below 40,200. 40,200 should offer a good support. Notice the near term channel here. See, lower highs, lower lows here. Below 40,200 you can expect a further downside move here, and right now on the upside till 40,400 500 zone is not taken. Do not trade this for a reversal. Stochastic oversold, MACD trading sharply bearish, RSI oversold. On the 2-hour chart, similar observation. See, consolidation, increasing body size. The next candle is going to be further bigger, and then we may see a move towards 40,200 and lower levels. Be mindful of this. Also notice lower highs here, lower lows here, and it is staying in the zone. Stochastic oversold, MACD trading sharply bearish, RSI oversold. And on the 3-hour charts, the observation is more or less same, straight bearish candles here, and things are staying oversold here. So right now we should not be focusing on indicators, because see, if you just ignore the indicators, then you can find out the real move here. Because see, when things are getting oversold, more sellers are pitching in. These are certainly uncertain times, and thus you have to be careful here. And just focusing on indicators, definitely things appear to be oversold, but right now it is not willing to give up, though it might soon, but it appears it may take a little more time. Coming to the daily, on the daily charts, yes, it is outside Bollinger Bands, and hence it is definitely going to get difficult for US30. It is possible that it may hit 40,000 levels for once and then bounce back. And see, if you connect the highs and the lows, see, this is an expanding triangle here. The lows are now below 39,000 levels, and see, it can continue to do so. It can continue to move downwards. Below 40,200 you can take a selling entry. Expect 40,140 120 first and 40,000 levels at the next targets. Things are looking downwards, though the MACD has crossed over and is still staying on the sell side. On the upside now, the buying entries are only above 40,500 ideally, but yes, you can buy here at 40,320 levels. Expect 40,400 40,500. And if you see it is staying above 40,500, which is possible, because see, this is completely outside Bollinger Bands, it may try to reverse. However, right now I will say just ignore the bands as well. Right now it is looking downwards, so stay with the trends. And I will say till 40,000 the chances of reversal and rise will be very strong. So take your positions accordingly. Let's move to Germany 40. Now Germany 40 on the early charts, you can clearly see after the drop retracement, every drop it follows with a retracement, it is looking downwards, and see it is drawing a parallel which is steeply bearish from the 20 period moving average. There is a gap which needs to be covered all the way towards 21,700. Right now it is looking downwards, not willing to look back up on the upside. If you see it is staying below 21,500, expect it to move all the way towards 21,400 first, and then below that it may deliver a good correction all the way towards 21,200 possibly. Yes, it is staying oversold and there is a possibility of a bounce back, but right now it is not willing to look back. Now see on the 2 hour charts, after consolidation, this is the first bearish candle, and there is a possibility of a next one as well, which might take it all the way towards 21,400. It is trading sharply bearish, looking downwards. Now connect the lows here, you can find out this is the zone which it may strike, and the zone is far below towards 21,400, 21,200 zone levels. Things are staying oversold, be it the stochastic MACD or RSI. Coming to the 3 hour chart, similar observation after creating a step first bearish candle. I will wait for the next one, and with the next one, if you see it is staying below 21,500, possibly we are heading towards 21,400, the next milestone. 21,400 350 levels should offer a greater support. Below that 21,300 should appear, and then you can expect 21,200. Stochastic oversold, MACD sharply bearish, RSI oversold here, and likewise on the 4 hour chart. Similar observation here. Notice if you draw parallel and if you connect the spikes, it is trying to trade in this zone. The highs are now about 22,000 levels here, and things are getting oversold. So if you see it is staying about 21,600, 700 zone, certainly you can stay with the buys all the way towards 22,000 levels. Though in the near term, what I am looking for DAX is this, that is 21,000, 20,800 zone, which should be achievable very, very soon. Stochastic oversold, MACD sharply bearish, RSI at bottom. So looking at this, you can sell here at 21,500. While the buying entry I will recommend is at 21,580 levels, expect 21,630 first target, 21,700, 710 second, and if it stays above 21,700, 710, expect 21,800 and 22,000, which appears a difficult target. On the downside, the selling has to be below 21,500, 480 zone, expect 21,400, 360 as the first target, 21,200 as the next. Below that 21,000 should appear. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Let's move to FTSE 100. Now FTSE 100 on the early chart, see it has come down towards the support levels 8420. If it breaks, we can look forward to a good correction. Right now I can see a double bottom happening here until 8420. You have to be watchful. On the upside, see this could form a double bottom. It could bounce back above 8500 levels. But right now you have to watch out, because if it breaks below 8400 levels, you can just stay short from there. Expect 8350, 8320 levels. Things are definitely staying oversold, stochastic specifically, while the MACD and RSI is still having room for further drop. On the 2 hour chart, similar observation, double bottom, and it is trying to, or it may try to recover from the current levels. Things are staying oversold here as well on the 2 hour charts. And on the 3 hour chart, see drop retracement, lower highs are seen, lower lows are seen, specifically below 8420 and 8400. Do not think of buying FTSE 100. If it is staying oversold, stay with the sells here. Yes, it may move towards 8350, 8320 zone, and this is the most critical zone. I will share something on the daily charts. Notice this is a near term double bottom here, and at least till 8420 you have to watch out. Stochastic oversold, MACD bearish, RSI at bottom here, and on the 4 hour chart, see it is still having room. 2 red candles and the third one in making. This suggests that 8420, if it breaks, we can head for 8400 levels, and below that a greater correction. If you connect the dots here, you can find out the lows are now towards 8200 levels here for the near future. Stochastic oversold, MACD bearish, but I'll say this is a too far vision for now. If you look at the daily chart, see this is the zone where we have seen FTSE 100 consolidated for months. Yes, for the entire 2024. You can see FTSE 100 stayed in the zone between 8,000 to 8,200. You can see this, and now it is trying to fall back within the zone here, and this 8,000 to 8,400 is very critical zone for FTSE 100. Let's watch out if it enters into this zone, because that will also take it towards the bottom, that is 8,000 levels in the year 2025. Also notice on the daily charts, now moving averages are crossing over here. Now I'll just wait for it to stay below 8420 and 8400 zone. 8400 is very, very critical. This will invite fresh round of bears out here. The indicators are certainly staying oversold, so a recovery cannot be denied. And thus, looking at this, what I'll say, I'll recommend you to sell if at 8420 levels, expect 8400, 74, 8350, 8320. 8320 is also possible if it corrects sharp from the current levels. On the upside, the buying entry has to be above 8450 levels. Expect 8465, 8485, 8500. And if at all it trades above 8500, stay bullish for 8520, 8550 levels, chances of which appears to be less. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe and comment. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.